This is the 6th edition of the German-Dutch Logistics Conference to cover the latest developments in all modalities.
German-Dutch Logistics Conference 2020 is made possible by Contargo and Distri-Rail.
We've been doing this for 5 times live in Duisburg. This year is not possible, but I think we have a great digital conference today, and I'm really looking forward to the presentations and the discussions.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to make the short presentation on the shortage of truck drivers.
Nicola will be partnering up with our so-called on-highway company, with Iveco, with FPT.
And what you see is that in 2025, those are the 2 green bars, battery electric truck and overhead, and the truck with which would be powered by a catenary or by cable overhead, such as the Siemens technology they're testing with Scania, so the e-highway. But these technologies can already be cheaper than these.
This year was okay, especially in the year of 2018. We had about approximately 6 months of low water, and that was a challenge. Now you need more barges to have the same amount of containers for the transport.
This is our first zero-emission vessel project, and Maas will be the first inland cargo vessel to be converted to 100% fuel cell electric zero-emission vessel in 2021.
We've got a lot of challenges. Among others, we are talking about infrastructural problems. Besides that, we have a climate change, which also has an effect on the rail. To use this for the train, the train is just as fast as a truck.
Dennis, in his presentation, he said it cost your company a lot of money, all the infrastructural problems. How much money are we talking about?
Well, I think you can count it up around about 80,000, 100,000 euros in the last 2 years.
Hello, my name is Jan Thielemann from the shipping consultancy Alphaliner, and I'm here today to tell you a bit about 2 things. Mainly, I'm going to give you a snapshot of the global container market today.
Any more questions from your side?
Sergio is wondering, will hydrogen be a solution for the future for ships?
Definitely hydrogen is going to play a role, because shipping has set some sustainability goals which the industry wants to reach by 2030 and eventually 2050.
Thank you.
Over to you guys again.
Yes, thank you, Jan Thielemann. I'll also have some questions, but I'll save them for the panel later on.
You brought up the question of the new normal in air freight, and what could that be? What's your vision on that?
I would say normal is that we have belly hold capacities, that we have the network carriers, so all the passenger airlines, to transport all the cargo.
What does it bring to world trade, for example?
We see some big alarm bells on the horizon, because many people kind of think we have the crisis and then it gets better.
Wrong. There are problems with all kinds of scrubbers, especially open loop scrubbers. Nevertheless, to be fair, I think we have to say that these kinds of pollutants are way less harmful in the sea than in the air.
Carl Heinz asked to Christoph, will the parcel services like UPS and FedEx win bigger shares of the total air freight market?
There are different businesses, so air cargo for industrial shippers is not that comparable with the parcel business.
So we are encountering climate change all over the world. Right now we're here in Duisburg, it's like 33 degrees, very hot. Low water is already a little bit coming. How does this affect Duisburg?
We had 2 meter 50s here at Duisburg Ruhrort, which means on a traffic light system right between yellow and red. So lower than normal, but not yet very, very low. If you look at the last 2 years, we had very low levels, and of course this affected the intermodal business a lot.
Our report takes a closer look at the opportunities and challenges that ports face in the energy transition and provides policy advice to the EU, but also to municipal stakeholders, how ports can change in the energy transition.
The challenges are so big, and that I think the degree of success will depend largely on collaboration.
The total energy flow of Europe, 13%. Now you need to change that and it's largely oil-based, of course, oil and natural gas to some extent. So you need to move on all the fronts, all the things that have been mentioned by DHV, GL or other studies. You need to move at them, and probably all at the same time. So yes, we are involved in a CCS project. We're also involved in hydrogen.
Sometimes you have to choose for electricity, sometimes you have to choose for hydrogen. Hydrogen is for us, especially the feedstock for the industry.
We are a little bit more optimistic about hydrogen. We see a huge potential in hydrogen, also for transport as well, not only for industry. So, of course, we are open to different technologies.
Anything to add from Rotterdam, Bart?
Where are the biggest chances for ports to move on in the decarbonization?
I think all the speakers have basically said the opportunity to move on is to actually move on, help our communities through COVID, and then with total society make the energy transition a success.
We have learned that, of course, through COVID-19, there's a lot of new normal coming up, a lot of transition necessary, but I think the logistics sector in the Netherlands and in Germany as well is strong enough to really handle all these challenges.
We hope to see you next time in person. Goodbye and stay healthy.